In Leviticus 19:35 through 36, the Master commanded that only legitimate weights and scales were to be used for business practices. What is a legitimate scale versus an illegitimate scale? It was a matter of whether the scale was rigged or not. Humans killing their children in the name of an idol would not only be filicide, but also idolatry. This practice, though, was banned and was liable for not only excommunication but death by stoning as well. The practices of necromantic sorcery and pythonic sorcery were considered witchcraft. Divination and soothsaying, which ranged from performing acts of magic, not the sleight of hand, but the occultic form of magic, to invoking incantations and entering trances, was also considered witchcraft. These actions were not to be done by the faithful. The one who performed such acts and solicited the services of such witches were both liable for death. Leviticus 19:33 through 27. Even though their ancestors came up from Egypt, they were no different from the Philistines, who were from Kephator or Aram, who came from Kerf or Ker. For its sins, Adonai would completely eradicate the kingdom of Samaria, shaking it and dispersing them among all the Gentiles as grains are strained through a sieve. This was done to purify the sinners who thought they would escape judgment. The time would come when the fallen tabernacle of David would be raised up and restored. The land would be bountiful and the fortunes replenished. The cities would be rebuilt and gardens and vineyards planted. Once it was restored, what would be left of the Gentile nations and Edom would be overtaken. Amos 9:15 sums up what the restoration would be like by these words stated by the King of the universe. I will plant them on their own soil, no more to be uprooted from their land, which I gave them. Amos 9:7 through 15. Then some Pharisees and Torah teachers from Jerusalem came to Yeshua and asked him, "Why is it that your students break the tradition of the elders? They do not do the ceremonial hand washing before they eat." He answered, "Indeed, why do you break the command of Adonai by your tradition? For Adonai said, 'Honor your father and mother,' and anyone who curses his father or mother must be put to death. But you say, if anyone says to his father or mother, 'I have promised to give to Adonai what I might have used to help you,' then he is rid of his duty to honor his father and mother. Thus, by your tradition, you make null and void the word of Adonai, you hypocrites. Isaiah was right when he prophesied about you. These people honor me with their lips, but their hearts are far away from me. Their worship of me is useless because they teach man-made rules as if they were doctrines." Then he called the crowd to him and said, "Listen and understand this. What makes a person unclean is not what goes into his mouth, rather what comes out of his mouth. That is what makes him unclean." Matthew 15:1 through 11.